place. And I was like, wait a minute, we see them
all the time
in Michigan. Like let's go give that a try. And then when you look at the model and the cost to get in, and you really compare. And again, I won't name names of the competition.
No, go ahead, it's fine.
Like like a Dutch Brothers. You're in for so much money just to start,
right?
And it's like, that's hard to achieve. Like when you start, like, geez, where's my rate of return going to be?
Right.
What year, are we going to become profitable?
That's been the MO for ever. And it's a struggle right now because the costs they are going up.
Yeah, they did right when we build. Yeah.
But it's been our mantra is let's keep as much capital in the franchise owner's pocket to continue to make investments in the business as the business goes.
Yeah.
Right? And so, talk to me about the hockey thing. Like, what is it that you want your kids to get out of it? Because it's a big commitment for them too, right? And
Well, I think it's just,
it
just
starts with
being
exercise.
involved in something, and that's
Yeah.
what they've picked.
yeah, but they don't need to play AAA Tier 1 traveling all over the country.
Correct.
Yeah.
With Oliver, he has our son. He has he's very skilled. So what happens is you see the skill, and then you go to this guy for training, and and then you find another guy who's the better guy for training, and then the better guy, and then you go, oh well, he needs to be on this team which has this rank, and you keep you get into a trap almost of trying to chase something, and then you have to pull it back and go, wait, what does he want? And it was in the past 2 years where he found his desire for the sport at a high level outside of our desire, or maybe my desire, for him to be a high-level hockey player. At the end of the day, what we want him to do is to be happy and to have the most fun at it and be competitive and get good exercise.
Right.
But, would we like him to play, D1 hockey? Sure.
Right.
What's my goal? My goal is for him to play high-level hockey that I don't have to pay for. That's the
That would be great.
end game.
Yes.
And wherever that is, whateter that means.
Well, eventually he'll pay for it.
Well,
Or someone will pay him for it.
That would be even better.
Yeah.
because it is a hockey parent trap, chasing
Youth
this
athletic
trainer.
trap, actually.
Yes,
I think
that's
it's beyond
true.
hockey
Yeah,
these days.
baseball
Yeah.
is that way now. You see it. It's all these performance academies and
Lacrosse.
so I want them to play somewhere high level where I'm not paying for it.
All right, so let's go down this line of why do this? I mean, you mentioned freedom lifestyle, being able to take
Yeah.
Fridays off, but it does sound like you had the entrepreneurial spirit.
My background is technology, so I my other business is telecommunications. I do high volume call centers for fairly large business and mostly B2B transactions.
Okay.
And so, in seeing where the technology market went, we wanted to do franchising, and because it's set up for you. You can go and start your own thing, but you don't. I mean, there's something as simple as the design of that cup. If you don't have somebody behind you and you go buy a solo cup, it's got nothing on it.
Right.
What does it cost to make a logo? What does it cost to have it printed X amount of times? And so on and so forth. So that's why we picked franchising. And then again, we told the story of how hockey led into how we got into BIGGBY.
Yeah. And then you were comparing different coffee franchises.
Mm-hmm.
What led you to pick BIGGBY then, at the end of the day?
I think the entry cost, the cost to get in, the cost to build, and the corporate atmosphere, or just the company atmosphere.
Even before that was product. That we
That too.
really liked the product. and
fundamental, right?
then when you looked at the numbers, that fell in line
Good.
and made financial sense.
Well, it's very confirming for what I've spent the last 30 years of my life doing.
You're welcome.
You're like, okay, great, and I confirmed his Nook. You
Oh.
have to ask him.
So, what's your opinion of the nooks here, the
Oh,
alcoves?
I would like to say that adding the extra ones was my idea, and I wish I could do more.
Really?
Yes.
He was taking a poll,
Oh.
so that's why.
There's a movement in the organization that people don't like the nooks, and we're not going to do them anymore.
They are wrong.
Preach. Preach.
The high school kids, the college kids, even working professionals. We have a gentleman who comes in Sunday nights every week and opens up a big crate of mail in that one over there.
Like he brings his mail from the
Yeah.
whole week and sits and drinks coffee and opens up mail.
Yeah, I mean, I love them. At the other store, we only have one, and we're trying to figure out how could we carve out more, because we find that like people hang out here to receive drinks, but they won't hang out here to
Sure.
converse and stuff. Like you
those are for, yeah.
see, we have the 2 soft seat sections here. We have one at the other store, but those again, you know.
I'm gonna need that clip like snap for the next 6 minutes. I gotta forward that off to some people. If you had to go back and talk to somebody who's getting involved in this new, what advice would you give them? Because you've been, I mean, y'all have been successful. You've got a successful enterprise here in a very
Yeah.
short period of time.
Boy, we went through the initial thing was the location.
Yeah.
The location was so hard. It was so hard to find a good location and find a location at the right price. Do not get trapped into this is the latest and greatest area and the square footage cost is just going to bury you. You have to get rent that is going to make it with the volume and numbers you're going to do when you first start out.
I'm making
That
a
was
note here of something you just said.
that was key to us was finding a location. You know, you might find a B, but if it's coming in at, and again, market varies. You know, if it's around here, $20 a square foot is a very good price. Now, in the hot areas, you might see $50 a square foot. And, you know, based on what size store you have or whatever, you got to weigh what that's going to be. But that cost comes every month. You can't change it.
What's your rent here?
We're like 20, we're about $20.50 a square foot.
Into that,
And we have 2,100 square feet.
Okay.
So you're about $2,500 a month.
No, we're closer. We're closer to 4,000 a month.
Yeah, I missed
Yeah.
fire on the math. Yeah. So about 4,000 a month.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But we have a very large store, and one of the reasons why we took this bigger store versus like kind of the recommendations of the 1,600 square foot, 1,200 square foot was we do plan to have other stores. Like we would like to have some B cubes, and this store will serve as a launching pad for those B cubes because we'll have freezer space, refrigerator space that the B cube kind of maxes out at.
Yeah.
You know, it's great, but we can have more.
Yeah.
And this will be like kind of like our hub was the idea.
What was the biggest surprise to you, like operating it? What's the biggest surprise?
The biggest surprise?
Oh, that's easy. Labor.
The people.
Getting people, finding people,
Yep.
training people.
Keeping-
Getting people, finding people, customers, just people in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the biggest surprise. You know, the amount
Yeah.
of customers that come in on a daily basis that you just get to know, and then the customers that just want to come through, and then
Yeah.
finding people and.
Oh, that
Yeah.
first 0-star review. It's an
Crushed
arrow
your
into your
soul.
heart. Like I just spent 9 months building this baby, and we shined everything, and we learned, and then, slow whatever tastes like garbage.
Right.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to just let that stuff slide off your shoulder, because guess what? You made 2,000 people happy that week, and one person
Right.
got the short end of the deal. And
they're
it's
crazy.
like, and sometimes,
Probably paid too.
yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? We kill them with kindness. I mean, I'm very active on our social media responses. I get right back and say, you know what? I'm sorry what we missed. Like, can I have you come back, get you a free drink, and change your mind the next time? But yeah, that's another one that, like, when you put your heart and soul into it, and there are daggers that are gonna come at you, and you can't let it get you down. You just gotta,
No.
you gotta understand it's gonna come with the territory.
Yeah, I think I went back and read reviews for some of the other stores that had opened before
Yeah.
us, And I'm like, oh, well, their wait at that store was 45 minutes. Ours is only 30. What are you doing so bad? It just,
Yeah.
you see how they get better, and it just, improves over time. It's just a way
Yeah,
to.
when somebody has a favorite too, their perspective is different. They might go to Starbucks every day and they're waiting 15 minutes, but because they're at where they're used to,
Right.
they accept it.
Right.
They try the new place and it takes them 8 minutes, and it's like, oh, I was there all day long. It's like, it's perspective. But
Yeah.
anyway, you have to learn to deal with that kind of stuff as any type of small business owner. And in this world where you've got speed, you've got product quality, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All of them have to match, and to make that person who had that bad day happy. And maybe sometimes you can't do it. Again, that's why having good people is so critical, because the people behind that counter right there can turn somebody's day around.
Yep.
And we try to teach that. Like you might be having a bad day, but guess what? That person that walked in that door might have a worse day.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all you gotta do is say hello and give them something that they're gonna like to drink, and they go, oh, okay, things are looking better for the rest of the day.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you. It's been great.